We welcome you to Noche and a Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors in Oakland. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
No question about it. Honed in completely. They demonstrated real grit in a tough place to play, and they got the result they wanted.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Murray and Harris, the guards. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot. Well, for some free agents who won't be heading to the postseason, Clark, these could be the final games with their teams. And I think that looms over a player's psyche, knowing he could be on the way out, playing somewhere else next year.
Kevin, I'm sure it's sometimes hard to ignore if that's your particular individual case. It would be definitely hard to not give thought to that, but there's something about the game when you get immersed in it, you can't really be thinking about other things, but I'm sure in those moments when you're not playing, then it becomes more prevalent in your thinking if you happen to be a player in that particular situation. And at the end of the day, you just got to recognize it as part of the business of the game.
It's always there, isn't it? The business of the game, always in front of these players.
Yep.
Here's Murray. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Allen outside. Now the pass to Levine, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. The Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Millsap lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Millsap's got his first bucket of the night.
That's what we call weight room there. I mean, Millsap showing how strong he is finishing through contact.
Markkanen passes to Allen. Knocked loose. Barton against Allen. Barton dishes to Murray. Passes to Millsap. Jokic inside. Defended by Carter. Barton from outside. The shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Shot clock at 3. Levine can't hit.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Now here's Millsap. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Barton, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Allen kicks to Markkanen. Lets it fly. And again, no good by Chicago.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Levine against Harris. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Another way that Jokic keeps pressure on the defense is that he can spray home a few threes if you don't keep an eye on it.
Here's Allen, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Will Barton. The Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And Allen drops them both. Murray with it. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Millsap. And that one, good.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray. is keeping his teammates involved.
Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Allen against Murray. Pass to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Allen, knocked away. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Mike Malone. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. He thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, I echo that, Greg. I mean, if they come out here as the aggressors and really get after it, I think it'll make things that much easier on them defensively.
Here's Barton after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Harris finds Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, he's become much more reliable at making those precise passes now. Harris solid at breaking down the defense in the pick and roll.
And Nikola Jokic, boy, the addition of that three-point shot, Clark, has really opened up things for his offense.
Without question, Kevin. Already a great passer. Now that he can stretch the defense, the passing lanes become wider for him. Also, the driving lanes open up for his teammates. So very difficult to take away everything when Jokic is knocking down perimeter shots.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Now Allen kicks to Markkanen. Back to Allen. He dishes it to Markkanen. Dunn, wide open, he fires. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You know, this is something Dunn's trying to work on, firing off the catch, becoming more fluid and a little less robotic.
Murray right side. From outside, off the mark.
You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
Here's Murray. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. The feed to Harris. Great communication on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Chicago making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Carter, and Parker subbed in for Markkanen. Trey Lyles checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Gary Harris. Now here's Murray. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by LaVine. He gets it in there. Morris has got his first points in this one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Now the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Morris against LaVine. 5 on the clock to the paint, and Barton throws it down.
Barton is athletic and has great vertical, so he's terrific at throwing it down when he gets close to the basket.
Passes it to Parker. On the wing, LaVine. Here's Parker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Allen in the post. Defending. Allen, that's good. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now, here's Lyons. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Up top, Barton. Shoots from the elbow. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Nice job by Barton that time using the pick and roll. He's somebody that you can depend on to make solid decisions.
Parker against Lyons. To the inside. Levine passes to Allen. Back to Levine. The dish to Allen. Tipped away. Jokic with the steal. Barton drives in. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Morris looking over the floor. To the inside. Jokic inside. Marjanovic on him. And that one's good. Jokic. Jokic has got 7 points in the game. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Clark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium.
Feeds to Harris. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Harris outside. Wide open look here for Murray. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then there's Allen. And it's Blakeney in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Inside, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Markkanen kicks to Dunn. He feeds it to Carter. Blakeney passes to Allen. Lays it up off the glass. Allen's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Murray against Dunn. Murray, the pass to Barton. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Allen. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Jokic finds Barton. Back to Jokic. Over Carter. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And 11 points for Jokic.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area, or he'll scorch you.
Allen passes to Markkanen. Back to Allen. Pass to Markkanen. Just 4 to shoot. Carter. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And that one's good. Millsap.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Bulls trail by 5. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Wednesday, they'll tip it off a homestand starting with the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Down low. Levine dishes to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Allen, that's good.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Warriors was a man on a mission. He finished with 45 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
And it's Markkanen, top of the key. Dunn kicks to Allen. Pass to Markkanen. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's Allen with the jam.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Murray, the pass to Harris. There's the 3. Murray, no good.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Allen finds Levine to the middle, and then Carter with the dunk.
Kevin, I like what Levine showed there, not getting so locked in to his own offense. Keeps his head up, finds the open man.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Harris passes to Jokic. And here is Murray, defended by Carter. Back to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Allen. Outside, Levine. Back to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Nuggets, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now. They honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Carter. And Denver with a change here, too. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Paul Millsap. Dunn dishes to Allen. Levine. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, this is what you admire about Levine's offensive game now. I mean, it isn't all threes and dunks. He's got some meat on that sandwich now. Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Back to Allen. Parker against Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. Allen kicks to Markkanen from the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Marjanovic checked in for Chicago. Moutier comes in for Chris Dunn. The Nuggets also changing it up. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Beasley in for Gary Harris. Marjanovic against Randolph. Looking to end the run. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And how about the quickness from Parker on the break. I mean, there's only so much you can do when he's sprinting the court like that.
Here's Beasley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Plumlee, the pass to Murray. Back to Plumlee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Allen finds Levine. Back to Allen. At the elbow, Moutier. Here's Levine trying to get open as Marjanovic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Murray outside. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He kicks to Randolph. The shot, no good. And that does it for the first half of play. Pulls out front. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from AI.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5. The Nuggets trail by 6. Martin in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Allen dishes to Levine. Kicks it to Carter. And it's Allen with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
They get it back, and that one's good. Millsap.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Allen kicks to Markkanen. Allen surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dunn. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Dunn's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Jokic. Chicago grabs the miss.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too. Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Back to Murray. Outside Millsap. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, for Nikola Jokic, I mean, The team is relying on him more and more now, and he's earned that kind of trust, and expectations are big every night. One thing he's got to get better at, though, is not getting down on himself when he makes mistakes. He's got to stay positive. Oh, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Now here's Allen. He's got 22. Carter, the pass to Dunn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And talking about Jokic, a fun-loving guy by nature, his teammates are trying to help him stay positive.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes he's his own worst enemy. He gets frustrated, and then things start to unravel on him. His coach said, I don't want him feeling like it's all on him. Can't put that kind of pressure on himself. The message to Jokic, keep it simple. Keep it plain. Don't overthink it.
Denver making a switch here. Isles checked in. Denver calls timeout. Those small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. You look at Allen, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists, and really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
Harris finds Jokic. Murray against Dunn. He was all alone on that one. That's 7 points for Jamal Murray.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard. He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They trail by 14. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Jokic kicks to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 9 points for Gary Harris.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
Dunn dishes to Allen. Outside, Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Thursday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And then on Saturday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
In that matchup against the Bucks, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Carter, the pass to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Jokic, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Allen, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Denver. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Morris is checked in for Gary Harris. Murray against Evans. Murray outside. Over Evans. And that one comes up a bit short.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Allen finds Evans. Back to Allen. Jokic with the steal. And here is Murray. 7 points in the game. And the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. From down in the low post, it goes. Murray's got 9.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Allen in the post, covered by Lyons.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And a switcher also for Denver. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Barton. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And that one is good. 21 points for Jokic.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Now, here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. Here's Allen. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely.
The Bulls leading by 6. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Carter out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. Murray kicks to Harris. From past the arc. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. That free throw good from Allen. And Allen drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 10. Murray surveying the D. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Parker. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-6 run. Carter, that's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. Harris against Levine. Harris outside. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Jokic has checked in for Denver. 3-pointer, Barton. And another miss by Denver.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Allen with it. In the corner, it's Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And it's Allen slamming it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, Greg, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He wants to get the Millsap and does. Shoots over Markkanen. And the shot is long.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
The first one falls.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set hand-in-glove fit. Superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke. Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the strike.
Stolen by Carter. Jokic trying to free himself up, and he recovers it. And that one's good. Barton.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for Wendell Carter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Jokic passes to Murray. And it falls over the rim and in.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. On the wing, Harris, guarded by Levine, and even 3-on-3 break. Fires from 14, and there's Dunn on the assist by Levine. And that's 13 points for Chris Dunn. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Dunn against Murray. Jokic kicks to Harris. Barton surveying the floor. Here's Millsap. The shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Allen outside. Dishes to Markkanen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Levine against Harris. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Allen. Passes to Markkanen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Down low. Chicago grabs the miss. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Allen against Barton. Now here's Allen. Tight defense on him. And it's sent back by Jokic. Murray kicks to Barton. Harris passes to Jokic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Poked away and stolen by Barton. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Murray outside. Pass to Millsap. Harris outside. Clock at 6. For 3, Murray.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Count it. 10 points for Wendell Carter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Pass to Murray. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Levine. Harris finds Jokic. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Stolen by Markkanen.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Lyles check in for the Nuggets.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Harris passes to Murray. Stolen by Levine. Here's Allen. They grab their own miss. Carter buries it down low. And the Bulls lead by 19.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Down against Murray. He dishes it to Millsap. Harris kicks to Murray. Millsap left side. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Millsap misses.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
That one goes. Count it.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Murray against Dunn. To the inside. Jokic, no good.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
Harris kicks to Lyles. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a 4th referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better in highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A 4th official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
Dunn passes to Allen. Levine dishes to Allen. And he knocks down the first one. And Allen drops them both. Here's Harris. The pass to Lyles. Harris kicks to Jokic. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Jokic, no good. The Bulls leading by 22. Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Passes it to Lyles. Back to Murray. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 9th assist in the game now.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Harris against Levine. Carter, the pass to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Clock at 4. Fades and shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Allen's got 43 points.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. To the left wing. And Markkanen throws it down.
Kevin, so much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
You look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. And, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in players' salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
Here's Murray, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Allen.
And he was really important today. Integral, taking and making shots time and time again.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First free throw is good. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Murray. Easily hits them both. Here's Moutier. Allen outside. There's the double team with Randolph. Inside, here's Valentine. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shoots from 12. It's stolen by Moutier. Here's Blakeney. Back to Allen. Over Randolph. Can't connect. And so Chicago takes this one.